Hello, this is your Zodiac Oracle speaking. There are no coincidences. You are here because life wants to show you a sign. Open your heart and receive the guidance that arrives for you today. Libra. You have not arrived here by accident. It has not been a whim of fate nor a mere coincidence. Something higher, older than the stars, has woven invisible threads that have brought you to this sacred instant. The echo of your doubts, your silences, and your sleepless nights has been heard by the celestial guides. That is why this message unfolds before you like an open book that was always written, waiting for the exact moment when your eyes dared to seek answers. Listen carefully, because what I will tell you is not opinion nor coincidence. It is revelation. The universe never plays in vain. When it speaks, it does so with symbols your soul recognizes. The cards and the stars have bowed toward you, Libra, as a mirror of your own essence. Balance, justice, beauty, and destiny. But also as a reminder that the scale moves, that not everything that shines is light, and that behind soft smiles, sharp daggers may be hidden. A warning resounds from the first card that rises. Beware of masks. Not everyone who walks by your side wants to see you shine. There are presences that feed on your kindness, who have drunk from your patience and confused your silence with weakness. The cards reveal the figure of the serpent, symbol of the hidden enemy, of the one who smiles while keeping venom on their tongue. Who around you always appears too kind, too willing, yet whose energy does not give you peace. Listen to your intuition, for it never lies. And no, it is not coincidence that this message appears now. The universe places it before you because it is time to open your eyes. The stars draw the transit of Saturn and Pluto across your axis of relationships, reminding you that soul contracts must be purified. How long will you hold chains that do not belong to you? How much more will you give of yourself to those who only desire your downfall? And here appears the first phrase you must repeat, as a decree, as the key to seal your inner strength. I cut the invisible chains and walk toward the truth of my destiny. Repeat it out loud. Feel how it vibrates in your chest, how it breaks old knots. For your victory begins in the decree you proclaim. Now listen. Divine justice does not sleep. Even if you feel that some have hurt you and that their steps remain unpunished, it is not so. The tarot shows the card of justice, upright, holding the scales. She announces that everyone who harmed you, everyone who sowed lies, will receive back what they sent. Is not the order of the cosmos perfect? No one escapes the harvest. The harvest is law. And here, as you listen to these words, write in the comments the following. I trust in the divine balance and claim my light. Do it as a public decree, as an act of faith before the universe. And if you feel in your heart that this message resonates with you, honor this revelation with a simple gesture. Give a like to the video, not as a trivial action, but as a commitment to yourself, as gratitude to the forces that today manifest to guide you. That act opens more portals, attracts more messages, more signs, more miracles. Libra, deep in your birth chart, it is revealed that October and November will be months of trials, of shadows trying to surround you. But they also appear as a threshold. If you cross with faith, abundance awaits on the other side. Do you feel it? It is as if the universe placed you before a luminous door and told you, you only need to dare to release fear to open it. Your heart longs for true love, but the first lesson is to learn to recognize the difference between a sacred bond and a disguised chain. Have you noticed that your giving has often been greater than what you receive? The cosmos wants you to see this. The tarot shows the Six of Cups, symbol of nostalgia, of past attachments that still influence your present. But the Ace of Cups also appears, a promise of a new beginning in love, pure, transparent, deep. For the new to arrive, first you must firmly close the old. In the realm of work, there are signs of movement and opportunities. The wheel turns, Libra, and the effort you sowed silently begins to bear fruit. But here the warning repeats. Beware of those who appear to be allies. The card of the devil arises as a symbol of unjust contracts, of subtle traps, of ties disguised as opportunities. Read carefully before signing. Analyze before accepting. Not everything that glitters is gold, and not everything offered to you comes from goodwill. In money, a time of readjustment approaches. It is not loss. It is reordering. You are asked to be wise in managing resources, to close leaks, to administer with long-term vision. The tarot shows the Four of Pentacles, a reminder to save, to hold, to protect your base. Because soon paths will open to invest and expand, and you will need solidity. The color that protects you today is indigo blue, reflection of intuition and truth. Carry it with you in clothing, accessories, or even in a candle, and you will feel how your mind clears and your spirit strengthens. Your lucky numbers: 7, 11, and 22. Sacred portals of intuition, justice, and mastery. Your spiritual energy is marked by the word revelation. This week, dreams, signs, and coincidences will speak loudly. Listen, write them down, trust. And once more, proclaim the decree out loud. I cut the invisible chains and walk toward the truth of my destiny. You did not search for this message. This message searched for you. It was not you who opened the door. It was the universe that brought you here. Like a wind that blows without asking, like a lighthouse that lights up in the middle of the storm, this revelation comes because your spirit needs it. Do you truly believe it is coincidence? No, Libra, there is no chance here. There is destiny, there is purpose, there are signs you cannot ignore. The first warning repeats itself, and not out of whim, but because some enemies hide under cloaks of apparent calm. The tarot shows again symbols of duplicity. The card of the Lovers reversed, a warning of decisions that may be contaminated by manipulation or deceit. Who is trying to drag you into their game? Who seeks to impose choices disguised as advice? Look with your own eyes. Do not let others tell you what path to take. The energy of Mars in your area of alliances speaks of hidden conflicts that could erupt. Libra, your nature seeks balance, peace, harmony. But do not forget that sometimes the scale tilts to expose injustices that can no longer remain hidden. Prepare yourself. A truth will come to light, and though uncomfortable, it will be the key that sets you free. Remember, truth is always a blessed weapon, even when it burns at first. In your personal life, the cards show a cutting of friendships or relationships that no longer vibrate with you. And here arises the second warning. Do not cling. The universe does not take away. It liberates. And if something leaves your life in these days, give thanks. Because what departs was delaying your flight, and what arrives will be abundance disguised as a new beginning. Proclaim the decree once more, Libra, because every repetition is a hammer blow against the invisible chains. I cut the invisible chains and walk toward the truth of my destiny. Feel the power of those words, for when you pronounce them, your aura expands and your enemies retreat. And now, listen to divine justice speaking. The card of judgment appears, with trumpets resounding over your past and your present. That energy announces that everything that was hidden will rise to the surface, and that the universe is already balancing the scales. No one escapes the call of cosmic justice. And you, Libra, will be a witness to how every action returns to its owner. The tarot reveals that someone in your environment who once underestimated you will be placed before the evidence of your strength and your growth. And here the question resonates within you. Are you ready to shine without apologizing? Because your light can no longer remain small to please others. In love, the Knight of Cups appears. The arrival of a messenger, an offering, an emotional opening that will return hope to you. If you are single, it is the announcement of an unexpected encounter, someone who comes with sincerity and a willing heart. If you already have a partner, the relationship enters a cycle of greater tenderness, but also of the need for truth. Secrets are revealed, wounds are healed. Libra, will you be able to forgive without losing yourself? Money and work show the Eight of Pentacles, the card of constant effort that bears fruit. It comes to tell you that everything you are building, though it may now seem slow, will soon become firm foundations. The universe recognizes your discipline. However, the Seven of Swords also appears, reminding you that someone may try to take advantage of your achievements or claim merits that are yours. Stay alert. Do not share all your plans. Keep part of your strategy in silence. And here I leave you with a symbolic act. Write on a piece of paper what you feel you no longer wish to carry: a relationship, a fear, an emotional debt. Burn that paper carefully, and as you do, say out loud, "I release and let go so that divine justice may act." This ritual will create space in your life for the new. Now listen well, Libra, because this is the moment to sow a decree that must remain engraved in your being. Write in the comments these words to reinforce the pact with the universe. I declare that my life takes a positive turn, and nothing and no one will take me away from my destiny of light. And as you write it, honor this pact with a gesture of faith. Give a like to the video, not as something mechanical, but as a commitment to your own soul. By doing so, the universe recognizes that you have received the message and that you are willing to open yourself to more signs, more miracles, more paths of clarity. Your spiritual guides show that in the coming days you will receive signs in the form of repeating numbers: 1111, 2222, 333. Each time you see them, stop, breathe, and remember. You are not alone, the universe is with you. In the spiritual plane, the card of the star appears, radiant, as a promise of hope and healing. It is a reminder that your soul is destined to shine and that your wounds are not ruin, but seeds of wisdom. Trust. Libra. The star announces that what now seems uncertain will resolve with grace. The color that surrounds you in the second part is silver white, symbol of purity, protection, and connection with the divine. Use this color in small details: a garment, a stone, a candle, and you will feel clarity in the midst of confusion. Your lucky numbers in this part: 3, 8, and 33. 3 represents the balance of body, mind, and spirit. 8 is the infinity of abundance, and 33 is a master number of spiritual purpose and life mission. And once more, proclaim the decree with strength, so it remains sealed in the heart of eternity. I cut the invisible chains and walk toward the truth of my destiny. Libra, do you truly believe you are here reading these words by chance? No, child of the scales. There are no coincidences in this journey. Every word you read, every vibration you feel, is an echo of the cosmos resonating in your bones. You have been called to awaken, to open your eyes, and to walk without fear. The cards and the stars speak in the same language. It is time to release the old in order to claim the eternal. The tarot reveals the card of the moon. Shadows, illusions, fears that distort reality. It warns you of confusion, of external voices trying to plant doubts in your heart. Perhaps you have felt insecurity, as if your light trembled. But remember, the moon also shines in the darkness, and its phases teach us that everything that wanes grows again. Have you not noticed? Each time you fall, life urges you to rise stronger. And here your soul must once again proclaim the sacred decree. I cut the invisible chains and walk toward the truth of my destiny. Repeat it, for each time you do, your energy shakes off the dust, your aura purifies, and your path clears. The hidden enemies, those who tried to manipulate you, will be revealed. The tarot shows the 5 of Swords, a sign of betrayal or unfair competition. But fear not, Libra, because what today seems like a wound will tomorrow be your victory. The universe protects you, and although some may wish to see you fall, they themselves will fall into their own traps. Do not lower yourself. Do not enter unnecessary battles. Your silence and your wisdom will be weapons more powerful than any shout. In love, destiny writes new pages. The Two of Cups appears as a glorious announcement. Union, alliance, the meeting of souls. If your heart has suffered, prepare yourself, because what comes will be different. A love transparent, of mutual giving, without masks or conditions. This love will not be a chain. It will be a bridge. If you already have a partner, the Two of Cups speaks of deep reconciliation and of projects that renew the relationship. Work and money show the card of the Magician. This is a sign that you have the necessary tools to create prosperity. Your ideas, your talents, your ability to adapt, all will be recognized. Unexpected opportunities are coming. Perhaps a project, a collaboration, a proposal that opens new doors. But the Magician also reminds you, use your power responsibly. Do not waste your energy on what does not deserve your time. The Tarot also reveals the Ten of Pentacles, symbol of abundance and material stability. Libra, a time of harvest is announced. What you have sown, what you have worked patiently, will begin to manifest in money, recognition, and prosperity. Still, the warning remains. Do not share your success with those who only seek to take advantage. And here the universe gives you a test. Write in the comments this phrase as a decree of faith and commitment to your life. I accept my victory and I open myself to love, abundance, and divine justice. By doing so, you do not only proclaim it, but you also seal it in the spiritual plane. And honor this message with a sacred gesture. Give a like to the video as a symbol of openness, as an offering to the divine. Thus you show that you recognize the sign and that you are ready to receive more messages that transform your life. Divine justice manifests once again with the card of the Sun. This is the greatest promise the Tarot can give you. Triumph, clarity, success, true love, full abundance. The Sun announces that after the storm comes the light, that after the darkness your life will shine. And when the sun appears, no one can hide it, no one can extinguish it. Your mission, Libra, will be to sustain faith even when you have not yet seen the result. Because the sun is already on its way, and every step you take in confidence speeds its arrival. Ask yourself, are you ready to receive everything you deserve? Because many ask, but not all are prepared to hold what arrives. You, Libra, are ready, for life has tempered you with fire, and now that fire becomes light. On the spiritual plane, the Tarot shows the card of the Hermit. You are asked to dedicate moments to silence, to introspection, to listening to your own inner voice. Do not always seek outside, because inside you are answers. This time of retreat will be key for wise decisions. The color that protects you in this third part is gold, symbol of royalty, victory, and connection with the divine. Carry it with you, even in a small detail, and you will see your energy rise. Your lucky numbers: 5, 9, and 19. 5 announces change, 9 is the number of endings that bring beginnings, and 19 is the number of the sun, of glory and enlightenment. And remember, Libra, the decree is your shield and your sword. I cut the invisible chains and walk toward the truth of my destiny. Repeat it now, repeat it tomorrow, repeat it each time you feel the shadows approaching. For each word is a ray of light that opens paths. Do you truly believe you are here reading these words by coincidence? Libra, open your eyes. This moment was written long before you arrived in this world. Every battle, every tear, every smile lost along the way has brought you to the threshold of a new cycle. You are not listening to a simple horoscope. You are receiving a sacred mandate. Your life must turn, your scales must find balance, your soul must remember who it is. The Tarot opens the door with the card of the Tower. Yes, Libra, the shake that destroys the false, that tears down what was built on lies. It may frighten, it may hurt, but it is necessary. Because how will you receive the true if you still hold on to illusion? The universe, with love but with firmness, will uproot what does not serve, what delays your evolution. Do not fear this collapse, because in the midst of the rubble will appear the real foundation of your victory. And right after the tower comes the card of the world. Here is the message. What falls will give way to a complete cycle, to a glorious rebirth. You have closed circles of pain, you have paid karmas, and now your spiritual graduation is announced. The world speaks of triumph, of expansion, of journeys, of opportunities that transcend borders. It is the universe telling you, my child, you have learned. Now it is your turn to reap. Repeat the decree that has accompanied you and will continue to protect you as an invisible shield. I cut the invisible chains and walk toward the truth of my destiny. Each time you pronounce it, Libra, your spiritual guides surround you and your aura shines in golden and silver tones. In love, the cards show the King of Cups, a man or woman of noble heart, with emotional depth, someone who does not play, who does not lie, who does not fear surrender. The universe prepares you for an encounter or a consolidation that will transform your vision of love. This will not be a bond of chains. It will be a bond of wings. Are you willing to love without fear? Because the cosmos is placing you on the path of true love. If you already have a partner, the King of Cups announces reconciliation, maturity, the possibility of growing together. But it also signals that you must speak sincerely. No more hiding feelings. It is time for transparency. In work, the card of the Chariot appears with force. This is triumph, progress, goals reached, projects moving forward with momentum. The Chariot tells you, do not stop, Libra, for victory is yours. There may be competition on this path, but you will win with intelligence and balance. Even a promotion, recognition, or positive change in your career is announced. In money, the Ace of Pentacles appears, the most powerful card of prosperity. It is the golden seed that announces unexpected income, flourishing business, open doors. It is the universe placing abundance in your hands. But remember, this prosperity requires wisdom. Do not waste it. Do not share it with those who do not value it. Use your abundance to grow, not to sustain those who only wish to drain you. And here I ask you to write in the comments a new phrase, as a decree of abundance and commitment to your destiny. I accept divine justice and claim my abundance with love and gratitude. Do it, Libra, because by writing it you seal it in the spiritual plane. And honor this pact with a sacred gesture. Give a like to the video, not as something trivial, but as an act of faith, as gratitude to the universe for showing you this message. That gesture is a yes to the cosmos. It is saying, I am ready, I receive what belongs to me. In the spiritual realm, the card of the Hierophant appears as a guide. It means ancestral wisdom, masters, guides, divine protection. It is a sign that you are not alone, that there are higher energies watching over you. The Hierophant also invites you to trust in your intuition and in the signs that arrive in dreams, meditations, or unexpected encounters. Libra, do you feel it? Divine justice is already moving. Those who tried to darken your light will receive back what they sent. And you, who were patient, who were just, who endured in silence, will be elevated. The universe never forgets, and now the scales tilt in your favor. The color surrounding you in this part is purple, symbol of spirituality, inner power, and royalty. Carry it in clothing, in stones like amethyst, or in candles, and you will feel a renewed strength. Your lucky numbers: 4, 10, and 44. 4 is stability, 10 is culmination and rebirth, and 44 is a master number of angelic protection. Libra, listen carefully. What comes is victory, true love, and full abundance. The universe has already decreed it. Your mission is to sustain faith, to believe without doubt, to walk with certainty. Proclaim once more the decree that is already part of your soul. I cut the invisible chains and walk toward the truth of my destiny. Libra, open your heart and receive these words as if they were fresh water in the desert, for they have not been born of coincidence. The universe has wanted you to be here today, in this exact moment, hearing what your soul has long been seeking. Nothing you have lived has been in vain. Every tear, every silence, every fall, was preparing your spirit for this instant. Do you truly doubt it? Look within yourself. Your heart knows it. The cards now show the energy of the Emperor. It is the sign that order comes into your life, that the structures which seemed weak consolidate, that your destiny takes shape with strength and clarity. The Emperor gives you authority, power, security. You are no longer the same as yesterday. Now you are master of your path, creator of your reality. And alongside him, the card of the Sun arises, radiant like the victory that no one will be able to deny you. The Sun speaks of true love, of material prosperity, of mental clarity, of triumph in everything you undertake. It is the brightest promise of the tarot, and it is here for you. Libra, after the storm comes your dawn. But before receiving it, the universe asks you for one last act of faith. Proclaim once more with all your strength the decree that has accompanied your reading. I cut the invisible chains and walk toward the truth of my destiny. It is not just a phrase, it is a seal, a spell, a key that opens the doors that were still closed. In love, the energy of the Ten of Cups appears. Union, fulfillment, happiness in partnership, the building of a home filled with peace. For singles, this is a sign that true love is on the way. A relationship that will not be storm but refuge, not prison but freedom. For those already in a relationship, the Ten of Cups announces stability, shared projects, deep reconciliations. The love that comes into your life will be your greatest victory. In money, the card of the King of Pentacles is revealed. It is solid prosperity, abundance that remains, wealth that not only arrives but stays. It signifies prosperous business, economic stability, material security. Libra, the universe tells you, you will no longer feel lack, for your work and your faith have opened portals of infinite abundance. In work, the card of Judgment appears once more. It announces recognition, promotions, positive changes. Something you have waited for a long time finally comes. An opportunity, a contract, an achievement that brings justice to your effort. Your talents will be seen, and your professional path rises. And here, Libra, I ask you to write in the comments this phrase as a decree of closure and victory. I accept my destiny of light. I receive my abundance, and I walk toward my victory. By writing it, your energy aligns with the universe, and your word becomes promise. And honor this message with a simple yet sacred gesture. Give a like to the video, as a symbol of gratitude, as a pact with your own soul. It is not just a click. It is a yes to the universe. It is opening yourself to more signs, to more miracles, to more victories. In the spiritual realm, the card of the Fool appears, not as recklessness but as freedom. It is the sign that your soul has broken chains, that you are no longer tied to the past, that you can walk lightly into the new. The Fool tells you, trust, leap, the universe sustains you. It is the announcement of a rebirth, of a new life that begins. The color that surrounds you in this final part is emerald green, symbol of healing, abundance, and rebirth. Carry it with you, and you will feel how your energy balances and opens to the new. Your lucky numbers: 6, 12, and 21. 6 is the number of love and harmony, 12 is the closure of cycles, and 21 is the number of the world, total triumph. Libra, the universe has spoken. Hidden enemies will be revealed, divine justice will act, and your destiny will be victory, true love, and full abundance. This message is not coincidence. It is a call, a decree, a pact between you and the cosmos. Before closing, proclaim one last time the decree, as a seal of everything you have received. I cut the invisible chains and walk toward the truth of my destiny. Repeat it 3 times, out loud, with faith, with power, with certainty. And now, I bid you farewell, Libra, with a short but loving message. Trust, because light has already conquered the darkness in your life. Your victory is written, your love awaits, your abundance is already walking toward you.